The galactic war had raged for years, but Earth remained untouched, until now. The XYR Dominion, an empire of ruthless conquerors, had swept through system after system, burning colonies, enslaving species, and tearing down everything the Galactic Council once stood for. They believed Earth to be just another world, soft after centuries of peace, slow to anger, and too primitive to resist. They were wrong. On the bridge of the Dominion flagship Vorax Spear, Supreme Warlord Scarveth stood before a shimmering holographic projection of Earth. His jagged mandibles clicked as he spoke. "Transmit our demands," he ordered. A cold, alien voice echoed across the Sol system. "Terrans, surrender your fleets, submit your world, and accept Dominion rule. Resist, and your species will be erased from the stars." The message spread to every human colony, every station, every ship. For a long moment, there was silence. Then Earth replied. The transmission came from the Terran Defense Command, a voice calm and measured, speaking in standard galactic. "XYR Dominion, this is Earth Command. You have sealed your fate." No negotiation. No fear. Just 7 words, and then the transmission cut. Scarveth snarled. "Arrogant primitives. Prepare the fleet. We burn their world." The Dominion fleet entered the Sol system with overwhelming force. 800 warships, escorted by dreadnoughts bristling with plasma lances and gravity torpedoes. Their goal was swift and decisive annihilation. But as they advanced past the orbit of Jupiter, strange readings appeared on their sensors, massive energy signatures, dormant structures embedded in the asteroid belt. "Scans indicate old mining platforms," the sensors officer reported. "Destroy them," Scarveth ordered. Before his command could be carried out, the platforms moved. One by one, the asteroids unfolded, revealing ancient, obsidian-hulled ships covered in adaptive armor, their engines roaring to life after centuries of silence. Hundreds of them, then thousands, forming into a precise, predatory formation. On each warship's side was a single symbol, the Terran sigil, a crimson phoenix rising from fire. A human voice came over open comms, calm as ever. "Dominion fleet, you have trespassed on a death world. You will not leave." And then the guns spoke. The first salvo came from rail cannons, each slug traveling at a fraction of light speed. The Dominion's forward carriers disintegrated under the kinetic onslaught, their shields folding like paper. The XYR responded with plasma storms and graviton warheads, but the Terran fleet moved with impossible coordination. Drones flooded the battle space, boarding torpedoes pierced hulls, and stealth ships cut supply lines before the enemy even knew they were there. Humanity hadn't been idle during the centuries of peace. They had prepared. They had hidden their true fleet, their true weapons, in the shadows of the solar system, waiting for the day someone would force their hand. Back on Earth, Supreme Commander Alyssa Kane stood before a wall of holographic displays, each showing a different front of the battle. "Status?" she asked. 73% of their fleet is neutralized," her strategist replied. "Remaining forces are retreating towards Saturn, but they're surrounded." Kane nodded slowly. "Send the second wave. No survivors." She glanced at the old recording of Earth's final transmission, those 7 words, and allowed herself a grim smile. They hadn't been a threat. They had been a promise. Within hours, the Sol system was littered with burning Dominion wreckage. Survivors were few, their distress calls unanswered. The Terran fleet, dark and relentless, pushed beyond Pluto, leaving only silence in their wake. The Galactic Council, watching from afar, held an emergency session. They had warned the Dominion. They had begged them not to provoke the predators from Earth. But arrogance had deafened them. A message from Earth arrived, broadcast on every secure channel. "The age of conquest is over. Those who come with war will leave with ashes. This is not a negotiation. This is the end of your reign. Weeks later, deep in XYR territory, the Dominion's High Council convened to discuss the catastrophe. Reports came of their border worlds falling one by one, not to occupation, but to precise annihilation. Human fleets did not conquer, they erased. Supply chains vanished. Shipyards turned to slag. Their soldiers struck like phantoms, fought like storms, and disappeared before counterattack could form. The Dominion had started a war. Earth had declared extinction. On board the flagship TDS Revenant, Admiral Kane recorded a final message. To the galaxy, we did not seek war. We did not ask for this bloodshed. But we are human. We endure, we adapt, and when threatened, we strike. The transmission you received was not the end. It was only the beginning. Her words echoed through the stars. And across 1,000 worlds, the name of Earth was spoken again, not as a relic of history, but as a warning. The galaxy had learned this lesson before. It had forgotten in the quiet of peace. Now it remembered. The XYR Dominion had sealed its fate the moment it challenged a death world. And humanity, long underestimated, was awake once more.